It's not that long ago when our choice of milk was basically full fat or skimmed. But now we have loads of other milks on the market, non-dairy milks as well. So I thought I'd talk about the different milks, and it's up to you which one you'd prefer. But I thought I'd just give you some information about what those milks are good for and what also they have in them. So when we're starting with the actual dairy milks, if you're going to have a dairy milk and you want to drink milk, the best one to drink is the unpasteurised full-fat milk. The pasteurisation process is really a boiling process, which kills all of the good stuff that might actually be in the dairy in the first place. So if you're going to drink milk, drink full-fat, unpasteurised, which you can get from some health food shops. If you can't get that, then full-fat's always better, and a full-fat goat's milk is a lot easier for people to digest, because the sugars, the lactose, isn't as high in a goat's milk as it is in a cow's milk. If you can get full-fat camel milk, that would be the best animal milk to get. It's got some different acidophilus and bifidophilus in the camel milk. So that would be the hierarchy of those. You would go camel if you can, full fat, then it would be the full fat goat, and then it would be the full fat cow, all unpasteurised. Then you're moving down to the pasteurised, full fat again. And really the skimmed milk is the worst of all. It has nothing good in it. It's boiled to death and it's taken all of the fat. Anything that's good in it's been taken out. It's what used to be called blue milk. So then moving on to the non-dairy milks. I think soy milk's been around a long time, but it doesn't have a great press. If you are going to eat it, drink it, then have an organic one. But it does tend to be a hormone mimic, so not really the best if you're drinking that a lot of the time. Then you've got all of the other nut milks, coconut milk, which tends to be low in sugar and low in carbohydrate. Make sure you don't have sugar in the ingredients. And if you can get an organic one, then that can be great. The nut milks that are out there is a real mixed bag, because a lot of them might have tons of ingredients that you might not expect to see there, one of which will be sugar. The more expensive ones tend to have less ingredients, less fillers, more nut quantity, and then of course water. You can make your own nut milks really easily. Just soak some nuts for at least a day in water, and then get a nut milk bag, blend it up, get a nut milk bag and squeeze out the nut milk, and it's beautiful and it's fresh. And you can add a little bit of vanilla in there or something like that to flavour it, sweeten it up. The other milks, such as rice milk, really high in carbohydrate, very high in sugars, pretty processed, but some people love that. And the other milk would be an oat milk. Oat milk tends to have the least ingredients. Usually it's just water and oats and maybe some kind of stabiliser. Pretty good in terms of ingredient lists, so Oatly would be our preferred brand of that. But it is high in carbohydrates, and if you don't tolerate oats or grains, then you might have some issues with that. I think it's definitely a personal choice about what works for you, and some of course work great in hot drinks, whereas others work great in smoothies or using in cooking, something like that. So I think it's about an investigation for yourself about what works. But like I said, some are much higher in carbohydrates and some are higher in the fats. Definitely try and avoid the sugars and all of the ingredients that are hidden on the back, so read the back of the box. Have a healthy week, do your best to find the one that's nice for you, and we'll see you here again.